stand with you in love will see your blessing. God says, I hid your harvest so it wouldn't be stolen. I delayed the release so the enemy would be confused. And now that the coast is clear, I'm giving you more than what was originally promised. You need to understand this. Heaven never forgets a seed you've sown. Every time you helped someone, every time you gave without expecting anything back, every prayer you whispered in pain, Heaven kept the record. There are spiritual accounts, and your account has been credited in full. God says, your money has been released, and it will come in waves. Not just once, but repeatedly. You are stepping into a season where you will not have to ask, when will it come? Because it will come from directions you never imagined. Opportunities will appear from people you've never met. Some will call it luck, but you will know it was divine intervention. The same people who mocked you for waiting on God will soon ask how you did it. Tell them the truth, God did it. There is a reason why God waited until this very moment. He wanted you to be ready not just to receive but to keep it. You have grown wiser, stronger, and more discerning. You now know who is genuine and who is not. You now understand that not every smile means friendship, and not every hand extended is meant to help. That wisdom will protect your new blessing. God says, guard your blessing, but don't fear to use it. I'm giving it to you not to hoard, but to build, to bless, and to live freely without debt or shame. The release of money is not just physical, it is emotional and spiritual too. The Lord is removing every guilt, fear, and curse tied to your finances. The generational pattern of financial struggle is broken. God says, you were born to be a lender, not a borrower. You were created to walk in abundance, not scarcity. You were meant to bless others from your overflow, not survive from your leftovers. Heaven is reversing every negative word that was spoken over your finances. The words you'll never have enough are being erased. Every closed door is reopening. The wrong signatures that denied your right are being cancelled. What belonged to you will return multiplied. Heaven says, open this now, because what's yours is being released. Do not delay your faith. The moment you believe this, your vibration shifts, your mind aligns, and your life begins to mirror the promise. The Lord says, you will soon witness transactions, messages, and signs that confirm this word. A forgotten payment, a government refund, an old investment, or a person you once helped will remember you and bring something back into your life. God says, I am the one who turns forgotten debts into unexpected blessings. There's also someone who once owed you something. They have been feeling a divine nudge to repay you. That's not their idea, it's mine. I am touching hearts and commanding restoration. Even systems and people who never favored you will suddenly open the door. The tables are turning in your favor. You must remember to thank God before it arrives. Gratitude is the magnet that keeps your miracle flowing. Say, Lord, I receive what you have released for me. I believe that it is already done. Because faith sees before the eyes do. When you praise God in advance, you activate the energy of manifestation. God says, don't wait for the confirmation in your account to celebrate. Celebrate now, and watch how the account follows your praise. You will see numbers change, you will hear your phone buzz with notifications, and you will watch how heaven confirms every word spoken over you today. God is not just releasing money, He's restoring confidence, peace, and divine timing. The attacks you faced were not random. The devil tried to make you doubt your worth. He wanted you to believe that you were cursed, that nothing good could come your way, that everyone else succeeds except you. But those were lies. The truth is that God was protecting your destiny. Every no you heard was a redirection toward a bigger yes. Every delay was a shield. Every disappointment was divine protection in disguise. You were being preserved for this appointed time. Heaven says, this is the time to open your hands and receive. Archangel Michael is watching over the transfer. He stands guard, ensuring that no spiritual interference comes near your blessing. You have heavenly protection over your finances now. No thief, no fraud, no confusion, no hidden agenda can touch what belongs to you. Your finances are sealed under divine authority. God says, you are not losing again. You are not going backward. You are stepping into a financial future where you will breathe freely. The anxiety that money once brought will be gone. You will sleep in peace, knowing that your supply is divinely guaranteed. There will be signs within the next few days that confirm this. You might see repeating numbers like 111, 444, or 888. These are angelic signals that the release has been activated. You might overhear someone mention deposit, inheritance, or refund at the exact moment you're thinking about this message. Pay attention, these are not coincidences. Heaven uses earthly echoes to confirm heavenly decrees. God says, when you notice the signs, say thank you immediately, for they are proof that the invisible has become visible. God also says, stop worrying about how it will happen. Worry blocks the flow, but trust releases it. When you trust that heaven is working, you open yourself to miracles. Say in your heart, God, I trust you completely. That single declaration releases power in the unseen. It invites angels to move faster. Heaven's economy works through belief. The stronger your belief, the faster the manifestation. And right now, your belief is strong enough to unlock doors that were shut for years. There are people who doubted that you would ever rise again. They spoke behind your back and said, nothing good ever happens for them. But God says, I'm going to make them witnesses of your turnaround. You will rise not in secret but in plain sight. Those who try to embarrass you will watch you walk in abundance. Not for revenge, but as a testimony that no one can curse what God has blessed. You will no longer fear running out of money, because you are connected to a limitless source. God is not limited by bank systems, job titles, or human decisions. He can cause one signature, one connection, one moment of divine favor to change everything overnight. That is the power of the release you are walking into. Remember that wealth is not just about currency, it is about divine alignment. When your spirit, mind, and actions align with faith, everything flows. God says, don't chase the money, attract it through your obedience. Use what you receive wisely. Bless those in need, invest in your growth, and honor God with your giving. The more you give with a pure heart, the more heaven will refill you. The flow never ends for those who give in love. That is how you keep the release active. The blessing is not meant to visit, it is meant to live with you. You might notice a calm peace within you right now. That is confirmation. The moment your spirit feels light, the chains around your finances have broken. Heaven doesn't need a dramatic sign to confirm, sometimes peace itself is the evidence. God says, the peace you feel is the proof that the war over your finances is over. From now on, things will move faster. Opportunities that used to take months will take days. Delays will dissolve. And people who once ignored your messages will suddenly reach out wanting to collaborate, bless, or repay you. That's how you'll know the release is unfolding in real time. God says, you have waited long enough. I am rewarding you publicly for what you endured privately. Every humiliation will turn into elevation. The same way the rain falls after the clouds break, your blessing is falling after this long season of pressure. Don't look back, don't doubt, and don't speak negatively about your finances anymore. Words are power. Speak life over your wallet, your bank, and your destiny. Say, my money is blessed. My resources are overflowing. My life is abundant. These words carry creative force. Heaven listens to your declaration and arranges reality around your faith. Soon, you'll understand why it had to happen this way. God wasn't punishing you, He was preparing the table. Every delay was aligning the perfect opportunity. Now that you've reached this divine checkpoint, everything that was held up is being unlocked. You will begin to see transactions and opportunities that look almost unbelievable. Don't doubt them. Say yes to the open doors. Trust that heaven is guiding you into something lasting. God says, I am not just giving you money, I am giving you control, wisdom, and joy with it. Before this day ends, say a prayer of gratitude. Thank heaven for remembering you. Say, God, I receive it fully. I believe it is done. Because as you speak those words, the heavens echo them. The chain of delays breaks permanently. The hands that once held your blessing back can no longer touch it. Your financial angels are already moving with speed, delivering what was promised. This is your moment of divine wealth transfer. God says, the door is open. Your name is written on the blessing. Open your heart now and claim it, because it belongs to you. You are safe, you are protected, and you are surrounded by divine power. God will be with you. Nothing will go wrong with you. The release of your money is already in motion. Just trust God, pray with faith, and stay in alignment. What's yours is coming, sooner than you think. God says, this message is being sent to you at this exact moment for a divine reason. Heaven has been watching your struggles, your sleepless nights, your moments of doubt, and the silent tears you never let anyone see. You have been faithful even when nothing seemed to work. You held on to hope when everything around you looked hopeless. And now, heaven is saying that the time of waiting is ending. God says, your money has been released, and this release carries not only financial freedom but also divine restoration of everything that was unjustly taken from you. This is not a coincidence, it is divine timing. You are reading this because God arranged it. He wants you to open your heart right now, because something invisible but powerful is moving in your favor at this very second. God says, your blessings were delayed but never denied. The spiritual realm has been preparing something massive, and now the gates of release are opening. You may have felt like doors were closing one by one. But those closures were not punishments, they were divine protections. There were people who tried to touch what was meant for you, but God did not allow it. He says, I saw what they did. I saw when they tried to block your flow. I saw when they tried to delay your breakthrough. But now I am sending my angels to restore it all, multiplied. You need to understand that the release is not just physical. It is spiritual, emotional, and energetic. The energy of lack that surrounded you is being broken. The fear that kept you from believing in your own worth is being washed away. You are now entering a chapter where financial peace will not be a dream but a reality. God says, the account is being cleared. The balance is shifting, and what was once blocked is now open. You are going to witness a supernatural turnaround that will shock even those who once doubted you. The angels have been assigned to your case file. They are whispering your name in the corridors of opportunity. A door that was locked for years is now being unlocked with a golden key marked by your name. You may have prayed and felt like nothing was moving, but God says it was all aligning. While you were worried about how things would work out, heaven was preparing a complete divine setup. The system that tried to hide your blessing is now forced to release it. God says, you will not chase after it, it will come to you. Heaven has seen the injustice. There were times when you gave, when you helped others even when you had so little. You did it from love, not expecting anything in return. But now heaven says, every seed you planted, every prayer you made in tears, Every moment you believed when no one else did, it has matured. The harvest is here. God says, the money is not just paper, it's a sign of my covenant with you. I am proving that I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. God is saying, open your spirit and receive this now. You might not see the money physically yet, but it is already done in the spirit. The physical manifestation is aligning right now. Someone who owes you, someone who forgot you, someone who was meant to bless you, they are being awakened. They are feeling a divine pull to remember your name, to fulfill what they owe. You don't need to chase them. God says, they will come to you because I am commanding them to do so. The Lord says, you are safe. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You have been under divine protection. Even in moments when it seemed like everything was collapsing, the angels were holding you up. You have been through a spiritual test, and you passed. Now, the reward is unfolding. God says, I am not a man that I should lie. When I say it is released, it is released. The promise was sealed long ago, and now the appointed hour has arrived. Heaven is declaring over you financial peace, abundance, favor, and restoration. The spiritual chains of poverty are being shattered right now. You will not be a beggar in this next season, you will be a giver. The tables are turning, and where you once asked for help, people will now come to you for guidance. You are being lifted. God says, I am bringing new opportunities, unexpected deposits, and divine partnerships into your life. He says, do not fear the unknown. Do not question how it will happen. Just trust me. The miracle is already in motion. This is a moment of surrender. Close your eyes for a moment and whisper, God, I trust you. When you do that, something in the unseen begins to align with your spoken faith. Angels of wealth, peace, and victory are being dispatched. Heaven is confirming your new beginning. God says, you are stepping into a prophetic season of overflow. The drought is over. The storm is clearing. The light is shining on your path. You are not going to live in the same struggle anymore. The old version of you, the one who constantly worried about bills, who stayed awake calculating how to survive, that version is being replaced with one who walks with confidence, peace, and divine assurance. You will soon say, I don't know how it happened, but God did it. There is a divine transaction happening now in your favor. Every spiritual blockage is being removed. Every delay is being reversed. The vaults of heaven are opening, and blessings that were in pending status are being transferred into your hands. God says, you have cried long enough. You have waited long enough. Now it is time to receive. Heaven is instructing you to remain calm, stay grateful, and avoid fear. Fear blocks manifestation, faith unlocks it. You have divine permission to rest, because God is handling what you cannot. Even as you read this, someone is being divinely guided to mention your name in a room of opportunity. Someone is preparing to send you what belongs to you. You don't have to fight, it's already done. God says, "My child, this release is not random. It's a sign that I never forgot you." Every rejection, every betrayal, every time someone took advantage of your kindness, all of it is being repaid. Heaven's justice is perfect. You will receive not just what you lost, but double. He says, "For every tear you cried, there will be 2 blessings. For every door that closed, I will open 2 more. For every loss, I will bring restoration with interest." You will soon look back and understand why it took this long. God was protecting you from premature blessings, blessings that would have fallen into wrong hands. He had to prepare your heart first. He had to strengthen your spirit. Now that you have matured, the blessings are safe to land. You are ready. Heaven is saying, "The delivery has been dispatched." There will be signs in the coming hours, small confirmations that the flow has started. You might receive a message, a call, or even find something unexpected appearing in your favor. These are not coincidences. They are signals from heaven that the release is real. God says, "Keep your faith steady. Do not speak doubt. Speak gratitude." You are walking into a divine sequence of miracles. The first door opens the second opens the third, and before you know it, you are standing in a place of peace you once prayed for. God says, "I am the God of restoration. I am the God of surprises. I am the God of abundance. And now, I am showing myself in your life as your provider." You are being reminded that wealth is not just money, it's peace, it's health, it's love, it's alignment. But in this moment, God says this is coming to you in an hour when your heart has been searching for answers you never told anyone about, questions that sit quietly behind your silence, questions you carry alone, and yet heaven has seen them. God says this is about someone close to you, and what you are about to hear is not meant to frighten you, but to prepare you, to protect you, and to lift you into understanding. God says there is a woman connected to your life, connected to your past or your present, connected to your energy in ways you never realized, and she has been carrying a truth inside her for the last 3 months. God says she is 3 months pregnant with a child that exists only because of a divine rearrangement that took place without your awareness. God says this truth is not here to harm you, not here to break you, not here to confuse you, but to awaken you, because the spiritual path you are on has reached a level where the truth can no longer hide in shadows. God says you deserve to know what heaven already knows, because your journey forward requires clarity, healing, and protection. God says someone close to you has been carrying this secret with fear, with uncertainty, with guilt, with silence. She has been scared to speak, scared to reveal, scared to face what will happen next. God says she has been losing sleep, crying quietly, hoping no one notices how heavy her heart has become. She has been praying for strength, praying for forgiveness, praying for a way to navigate something she never expected to happen. God says you must understand that not every secret is born from betrayal. Some secrets come from a wounded soul trying to protect itself from judgment, trying to escape its own mistakes, trying to breathe through its own confusion. God says what she carries inside her is not a message of destruction for you, but a message of awakening, because her story intersects with your life in a spiritual way you have not fully understood yet. God says the child she carries is not here to bring chaos, but to bring transformation. The situation may feel strange, emotionally heavy, and spiritually charged, but heaven says everything connected to this will work out in divine order. God says you must not allow your mind to imagine the worst. You must not let fear take control. You must not let confusion destroy your peace. God says your destiny is not threatened. Your blessings are not delayed. Your protection is not removed. You are safe. You are covered. You are watched over. You are surrounded by divine light stronger than anything happening around you. God says the woman carrying this secret has been keeping her distance from you because she feels you will see through her silence. She feels you will sense her truth the moment she stands near you because your intuition is powerful. God says you have already felt something in your spirit, a strange shift, a strange heaviness. A strange energy, as if something was trying to reach you without words.